Our next guest is a beautiful and talented actress who stars in a new film entitled The Messenger, the story of Joan of Arc. It opens November 12th. Here's Milla Jovovich. I'm very sorry about your Jovovich. Jovovich. That's
but actually, I can complicate it even further.
Yeah, that's
it's really
the American
Jovovich.
pronunciation. It's Jovovich.
No, but it's Jovovich.
Could it be Jovovich? Jovovich.
No, it's Jovovich, but they say Jovovich.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry I screwed it up. Forgive me.
So it's Jovovich.
Jovovich. Well, nice to have you here. Now, I know you were on the, was it the old show a long time ago?
Yeah. I was on your show when I was like 14.
14? Yeah. Well, you know, coincidentally, we have a young woman here tonight who's 14 who plays the guitar. Oh, now, all right. Why were you were in a film then, I guess?
Yeah, I did a movie called Return to the Blue Lagoon, and I was here to talk about it.
Wow.
But, yeah, I came on, I guess, a little too late, and I shook your hand.
Right.
And the credits started rolling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, as a kid, were you disappointed not to get on the TV show?
On this one?
Yeah. No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah. I understand how you feel.
No, but
it's just not that big a deal.
I just wanted to get home at that point.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
I certainly know that feeling.
I've been...
But that movie, it was Return to the Blue Lagoon. Was it the sequel to the Blue Lagoon, the Brooke Shields Blue Lagoon thing?
It sure was.
Yeah, and what do you remember about that movie? You had the Brooke Shields part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the thing I remember most is reading a lot of books during the summer. That was about it. Just read a lot.
Did you hear the question?
No, but why?
I'm sorry.
I read a lot of books. A lot of Balzac, a lot of Zola.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Actually, Bill Cosby was talking about lard, and
oh, lard.
Took me back.
Oh, lard.
Because my dad cooks with lard.
Yeah. Your family is Russian, is that correct? Yeah. And what exactly is lard? Is it rendered animal fat?
It's really awful. My dad keeps a big thing in the freezer, and I never really like to touch it. I always kick him out of the kitchen.
I think it's rendered animal fat.
It's definitely fat, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, if you chill it, it makes a tasty dessert topping.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's talk about this movie, The Joan of Arc. Oh, a fascinating woman, Joan of Arc, isn't she? Wasn't she? What do you know about Joan of Arc now that you didn't know before the movie?
Well, she's a person, I think, in the film. I think a lot of times she's represented as such an icon, and she's always hiding behind her sainthood. And we really tried to find the real girl behind that, which was really amazing because I read through her transcripts of the real trial that she went through, and this beautiful person just jumps out, and she had so much vitality and so much self-possession, and she was really smart, really humorous, and you don't really think of her like that.
Well, it's impossible because, as you mentioned now, she certainly is an icon and of a mythic proportion, you know.
Yeah, and I think she's always been represented that way on screen, too. In the past, it's always sort of this look, and oh, dear Lord, and Joan. And in this, in this movie, she's really trying to understand herself, and I guess that's kind of a sign of the times that we're trying to analyze her a bit more than just look at the myth and the fairy tale.
Where did you make the film?
Oh, in France, in the Czech Republic, in Paris.
What was that experience like? Because it's a beautiful film. The countryside couldn't be lovelier. And you're in armor, and there's like 1,000 horses and 1,000 other guys in armor on horses and stuff. And that was more or less your life for a long time, wasn't it then?
It was amazing. Every morning you'd have a line of knights in shining armor coming out.
Yeah.
But it was really crazy because the first time we went on a horse and we had armor and all the knights had to be in a straight line. The actors, not the actual horsemen. And the first day we just all went out and the horses started running here and there. Yeah. And our armor, our helmets are like halfway on, halfway off. And we just look like this line of drunks Nothing noble about us.
You know what?
Oh, they like the
Oh,
drunk
yeah.
thing.
Right up their alley. You know what I liked in
a lot of drunks in the audience.
in the movie,
right?
in the problem all night. What I liked in the movie is the catapult. They've got like a mother of a catapult in this thing. Did you ever actually? I mean, were you there when they? I mean, how a guy builds this thing and then it heaves this giant rock?
Did you see the guys? They're like hamsters on each side and they're running.
But did the catapult actually work? They had a working catapult.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's an amazing
everything
machine.
Was working. It was really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have these big things on the tower that they turn and they turn around and then they chop people's heads off.
Ooh.
Cool. It sort of looked like your Scorsese video.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's where I got the idea. I got drunk and I just went for it.
Don't listen to him. We've had nothing but trouble with Paul tonight.
It's sort of the same, so I thought.
Yeah. When does the movie open? November, what did I say, 12th? Is that when it is?
I think November 12th.
November 12th, good.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. You make a stunning Joan of Arc, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Milla Jovovich. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.